Hey there, Capricorn. How are you today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be for, make sure the right side up, Monday, July 14th through Thursday, July 17th, okay? Okie dokie. I'll be back on Wednesday to do bonus readings to get you through your weekend. And that's kind of the whole situation here. We're just going to pull cards and see what comes out, right? Okay. Alrighty, one more and we're on our way. Okay, Capricorn. That was a hell of a shuffle, wasn't it? Okay. Alright, we got it now. Okay, let's see. For my Capricorns. Alrighty. From the top. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. We're starting with the Eight of Pentacles. Alrighty. Followed by the Ten of Cups. And then we've got the Five of Cups. So this is your backstory going into this reading, or your recent past. Currently, I have you sitting with the King of Swords, the Star card, and the Chariot. All right. In the near future, we are looking at the World, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. All right, bottom of the deck for this reading is actually the High Priestess. Okay, so the undercurrent to this entire reading has to do with a sense of secrecy. There is a sense of secrecy here. Whether that is a secret that you have, which is not the way I feel about this. I don't know why, but that's just not how this feels. It feels like somebody around you has been deceptive or has a sense of secrecy going on. Okay, that's the undercurrent. So that is the fiber holding this reading together, okay? The card at the center of your read is the Star card. So the Star card is all about hope and faith, a sense of healing. It's Aquarius's card in case you're dealing with an Aquarius. I don't know, but it is just a very hopeful card. Okay, so that is from almost every direction it plays into the equation. So to be certain, no matter what this secrecy deal is over here, you are still managing to, like, nobody can put that, nobody can put out that little light of yours or whatever. I mean, you still have this eternal hope and faith that things are going to come together and work out in your favor. Okay? All right, so let's start this. We'll see how these play in as we go, but we'll start this from the beginning. For me, that is the recent past. I have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the Five of Cups. Eight of Pentacles would speak of something that you are all in on. So whatever this is, whatever the situation is we're talking about in this reading, you were 100% in. Not 5%, not 95%. You were all in to whatever this was, okay? Everything. Ten of Cups, you saw this as your emotional fulfillment. This is how you viewed whatever this was that you went all in on, okay? And then I have the Five of Cups. So whatever this is that you're all in on, that you consider to be your emotional fulfillment, now it is somehow sitting in a stew of regret and loss, okay? So something has obviously taken place here, and it feels like we go right back to this secrecy, right? So there's been some sort of a secret here that seems to have caused things to change. All right. Okay. So that's your recent past. We couldn't change it if we wanted to, but it's already happened. So let's see what happens as we go forward. Okay. All right. So what do we have currently? I have the King of Swords, the Star card, and the Chariot. I believe that you are coming through as the Queen of Swords, to be honest. So the King of Swords it's your divine counterpart, is who it is. Whoever your divine counterpart is that's in this. King of Swords, that is somebody who, as long as they're in their bright side and not their shadow side, they are somebody who functions with integrity, honesty. Excuse me. They're incredibly intelligent. They look at life through a very logical and analytical lens. If they manage to function in their shadow side, they become somebody who's very manipulative, somebody who is manipulates the truth to suit them type of deal. That's what I guess is happening here. Okay, let's just keep going. The Star card is you, like I said, with this hope and faith in the future. The Chariot card is all about forward motion. Whatever happened in the past to bring you into the Five of Cups, it feels like right now you are feeling stagnant or stuck in this situation, like there's no movement in not one way or another. There's no movement forward or backwards. You're just kind of stuck. Maybe you're just stunned. I don't know. Possible. but that's going to end soon. And it looks like you are exiting the situation, at least temporarily, okay, with this Chariot. That's the fastest moving card in the deck. The other part of this is I feel like whatever has happened that caused this regret and loss, it happened quick. I mean, it came in like a bang, okay? You didn't see it coming. It just came in out of the blue. That's what I feel like here, okay? All right, let's push forward. Now we're going towards the future, okay? Yeah. Okay, we have the World, the Ten of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is you. This is how I feel you're presenting, male or female. It's an energy. I just feel like you're presenting in your feminine and your counterpart is in the masculine. Okay? Okay, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is an incredibly heavy burden that you're carrying. Oh, as the Queen of Swords, you have your sword drawn. You're very defensive. You've been through it. You're tired of being deceived. You're somebody who, it's like you give everybody a chance to tell you the truth and you give them one shot. Intuitively, you know the truth, but you give them one shot to tell you the truth. If they don't tell you the truth, then you supposedly chop their head off, but that's only metaphorically, of course. So there you go. That's how you're standing here, okay? And then we have the World card. The World card is the end of a cycle. So it seems that there is definitely a cycle here coming to a close. Does that mean that you and this divine counterpart are over? No, absolutely not. It does not mean that. It does mean there has been some sort of deception here, and I would say things are definitely struggling right now. But the two of you can open a new cycle. I mean, when one cycle closes, another one opens. It's up to you who you want in the cycle. So with the hope and faith in the center, I don't feel like this is closing out. The cycle's closing out. But I mean, the two of you, I feel like, are going into another cycle after this, okay? But it is a very heavy burden that you are currently carrying about this whole situation. Behind the High Priestess, yeah, I have the Eight of Swords and the Page of Cups. The Eight of Swords is being locked in your head like you're in a mental prison doing the coulda, shoulda, woulda, or, you know, who, what, where, why, when. Like you can't even have forward motion right now. Like I said, stunned. I feel like you're stunned right this second. I do feel you're going to exit this situation, but I feel like it's temporarily. Page of Cups, you're trying very hard to keep yourself grounded. You want to stay realistic and not like get your head all off into some sort of fantasy situation, or, you know, not seeing things for what they really are. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Tower. Man, this is 2 rough readings in a row. Take a break in a minute. Okay, let me see. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups speaks of options, okay? And you have many options. Not all of them are good, okay? But you have a lot of them. I think that you are in a stunned sense right now. I don't think you're making any decisions right this second, but that'll change in time. Four of Wands. This person is still your divine counterpart, okay? Even if this is karmic right now or has gotten toxic, it doesn't change the fact that you two are destined to come together. Does that mean you have to stay together? No, it does not. Just like I said, it doesn't mean that the fact the cycle's closing means the two of you are going to go apart. But this is definitely somebody you had a contract with before you came to Earth. I mean, I don't know exactly what's gone on here, okay? Some kind of deception. I can tell you, I don't know what's happened here, but I can tell you that a tower is falling, and if you're going to go back together with this person, you guys are going to have to build from scratch. That's what you have to do. You wouldn't want any of whatever's toxic here to go with you into trying to rebuild anyways, right? I got to do days real quick. Monday, you've got Two of Cups and Queen of Cups. This is a divine union, and you are trying desperately to keep it together, which is good, okay, in some respects. But I think in some respects, you almost have to allow this tower to fall so that you can clear out the rubble and start over. You need to start clean. That's what you have to do here, because otherwise you're going to pull back in too much resentment with you, I think. Tuesday, I have the Three of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Three of Swords, there's no way around that. It's a heartbreak. Page of Pentacles is you trying to build a new foundation. But like I've already said repeatedly, you could rebuild this foundation with this person. It's just you guys need to start from scratch. All of the rubble needs to be cleared out. Wednesday, I have the Page of Swords and the Four of Swords. You need time to rest and recover. This has been incredibly stressful and upsetting. Page of Swords, you're looking for a sense of clarity and you're having a hard time finding it. This person needs to come clean is what they need to do. Thursday, I have the Death card and the Seven of Pentacles. The Death card is a transformation, okay? There is a death coming to this situation as it once stood because it wasn't authentic, so it has to, so it can be rebuilt if that's what you choose to do. Or you could choose to build somewhere else. It's totally up to you. Seven of Pentacles is all about that. It's you deciding where you want to invest and how much you want to invest into it, because the ball's in your court. I'm out of time, but hang in there. It's